Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am starting a new video related. Today I am starting a new voice recording series on quality question and answer related to manufacturing and automobile industry. In this channel, you will learn quality interview question, manufacturing quality concept, automobile industry quality topics, lean manufacturing, 7 QC tool, Muda, Mura and Muri, practical shop floor knowledges. If you are a quality engineer, deployed student, fresher or working professional, this channel will help you to improve your knowledge and career. So please support me by the like, share and subscribe and let's start to the quality together and grow together. First, what is inspection and types of inspection? So definition of inspection. Why do we need inspection? Types of inspection, function of inspection, purpose of quality inspection, objective of the inspection, effectiveness of a visual inspection. Then first question is definition of inspection. What is inspection? Inspection is defined as a process used for checking and controlling the quality of product as per quality standard. So again, inspection is defined as a process used for checking and controlling the quality of product as per quality standard. That is called inspection. Then another new question is that why do we why do we need inspection? Why do we need inspection? It separates the defective component from non-defective components. It separates the defective components from non-defective components. Reject parts captured during WIP and cost of further action will be saved. Rejected part captured during WIP and cost of further action will be saved. Defective part not reached to customer end. Defective part not reached to customer end. To find out defects in RM, raw material and error during manufacturing, and it prevents the further work to be done on the defective product. It prevents the further work to be done on the defective product. It helps the company to sustain their reputation by maintaining quality standard. It helps the company to sustain their reputation by maintaining quality standard. Then another new question is that types of inspection. Which type of inspection is there in automobile and manufacturing industry? So inspection is divided into two types. One is attribute inspection, another one is variable inspection. What is attribute inspection? Evaluation can be determined by using the intrinsic sense of the human beings, that is smell, taste, sight, hearing and touch. That is called attribute inspection. And evaluation can be determined by using the intrinsic sense of the human beings, that is smell, taste, sight, hearing and touch. Then variable inspection. What is variable inspection? The inspection and testing evaluation that is determined by using any measurement device. Example, height gauge, vernier caliper, bevel protractor, laser, chemical device, etc. Again, the inspection and testing evaluation that can be determined by using any measurement device. Example, height gauge, vernier caliper, vernier bevel protractor, laser, chemical device, that is. Then another question is that types of inspection. Which type of inspection? How many types of inspection are there in manufacturing industry? So it's based upon the method of the inspection. So first one is incoming inspection, and second one is in process inspection. In process inspection, That is three types are there. One is setup approval inspection, process or patrolling inspection, first piece and last piece inspection. The third one is final and PDI inspection. Fourth one is layout inspection or ballooning drawing. Fifth one is lot inspection, suspected lot inspection, sampling inspection, pilot piece inspection, and visual inspection, final assembly inspection. There are so many other types of inspection as per the different types of industry, like inspection at the time of the APQP or TPI, TPM, the third party inspection. So many types of inspection are there. Then another question is function of inspection. Which type of inspection is there? What is the function? First one is visuals. Visuals inspection are there. Appearance, visuals means appearance, size, color, etc. Using the naked eye. Using the naked eye. Then dimensional. Measurement using measuring device. Measurement using measuring device like micrometer, depth, depth gauge, height gauge, vernier caliper, bevel protractor. That is called dimensional inspection. Then testing. Testing. What is testing? It is a mechanical properties like tensile strength, yield strength, elongation, etc. Mechanical properties are tensile strength, yield strength, elongation, etc. Chemical properties. Chemical properties carbon percentage, sulfur percentage, aluminum percentage, etc. Testing. Sensory. Touch, smell, taste, sight and hearing. That is called sensory. Then another question is that purpose of quality inspection. Purpose of the quality inspection. Organization which uses quality inspection treated an inspector as a customer. The optimum form of quality inspection is the man whose aim is the first best customer satisfaction. Quality inspection have three main purposes. First one is to judge whether the product conform to specification, to decide whether the non-conforming product is for use, to decide what to communicate to outside and inside. Again, organization which uses quality inspection treated inspector as a customer. Quality inspection treat like inspector as a customer. The optimum form of quality inspection is the man whose aim is to be best customer satisfaction. Quality inspection have three main purposes: to judge whether the product conforms to specification, to decide whether the non-conforming product is for use, to decide what to communicate to outside and inside. Then another question is that effectiveness of visual inspection. Effectiveness of visual inspection. According to Juran, which is one of the quality gurus, 100% visual inspection is actually only 87% effective. According to the Juran, which is one of the quality gurus, 100% visual inspection is actually only 87% of effective. And objective of inspection. The main objective of inspection are detection of defects, correcting the defects. The main objective of inspection are detection of defects and correcting the defects. Then another new topic is that effectiveness of the good quality product and benefits good quality and bad quality. So effectiveness, suppose your product is poor quality, and what is the parameter are there? Suppose your product is good quality, and what is the parameter are there? So both are differential there. So once you check, once you see. So your part effectiveness, poor quality means low customer satisfaction, low productivity, sales and profit, low morale or hustle of the workforce, low morale of the workforce, more rework, material and labor cost will more, high inspection cost, delay in shipping, high repair cost, higher inventory cost, greater waste of material, greater waste of material. And benefits of quality are, suppose your product is good or your quality is also good. What is the benefits are there? Higher customer satisfaction, reliable or long-term product or services, better efficiency of operation, more productivity and profit, better morale of the workforce, less wastage cost, less inspection cost, improved process, more market shares, spread of happiness and prosperity, better quality of life for all. Then another new topic start, that is very important topic. So interview, maximum interview, this type of question will be in interview tell. So interview question in quality engineer. So what is quality? 3M and 4M. What is 3M and 4M? Variable and attribute reports, reliability, quality assurance and quality control. What is the difference between QA and QC? List count, GD and T, etc. Then my first question is that what is quality? What is quality? So, what is quality? Quality is meeting the customer requirement. Quality is meeting the customer requirement, and this is not restricted to the functional characteristics of product or services. Quality is meeting the customer requirement, and this is not restricted to the functional characteristics of the product or services. Another thing is that quality is the degree of excellence of performance of a product or services to fulfill their customer requirement. Quality is the degree. So quality is the degree of the excellence of performance of a product or services to fulfill the customer requirement. Important point about quality. Quality of a product will depend on quality of process, and the process is a combination of 4M. So, so that the the quality of 4M is good, then quality also increases. So process quality is depend on the 4M. So process quality is depend on the 4M. 4M means man, method, material, machine. Joseph M. Juran is the quality guru. Joseph M. Juran, known as the quality guru. Joseph F. Juran is the quality guru. And then another topic is that second question is that difference in knowledge and skills. What is the difference between knowledge and skill? Knowledge is gained by theoretical and skill is gained by experience. Knowledge is gained by theoretical and skill is gained by experience. What is reliability? What is reliability or long term? It is the ability of product or services to continue to meet the customer requirement. It is the ability of product. What is the reliability or long term? It is the ability of product and service to continue to meet the customer requirement. It is the ability of product or services to continue to meet the customer requirement. That is called reliability or long term. What is the difference between QA and QC? QA or quality assurance aims to prevent defects with a focus on the process used to make the product. It is proactive quality process. Again, quality assurance aims to prevent defects with a focus on the process used to make the product. It is proactive quality process. What is QC or quality control? Quality control aims to identify and correct defects in the finished product. Quality control therefore is a reactive process. So quality control aims to identify and correct defects in the finished product, or quality control therefore it is a reactive process. Then another question is that what is a variable instrument and attribute instrument? What is variable instrument and attribute instrument? So variable instrument are measurable and so result in numerical form. Variable instrument are measurable and so result in a numeric form. Example: vernier caliper, micrometer, height gauge, etc. Again, variable instrument are measurable and so the result in numeric form. Example: vernier caliper, micrometer, height gauge, etc. Attribute instrument. Instrument are not so result in numerical form. Attribute instruments are not so the result in numeric form. All the gauges are all the gauges are included in attribute are go and no go. Example: plug gauge, threaded ring gauge, special plug gauge, threaded plug gauge, snap gauge, etc. Attribute instruments are not so result in numeric form. All the gauges are included in attribute have go or no go. Example: plug gauge, threaded ring gauge, special plug gauge, threaded plug gauge, snap gauge, etc. Then another new question is that what is GD&T? So the GD&T stands for geometrical dimensioning and tolerancing. So GD&T stands for the geometric dimensioning and tolerancing. GD&T is a system for defining and communicating engineering tolerance. Then it is used a symbolic language on engineering drawing and computer-generated three-dimensional solid models that explicitly describe nominal geometry and its allowance variable. Then another question is that what is modifier? Modifier and its related symbols. So I think you know, or you know means GD&T. Then I think you know about the modifier. So modifiers and its related symbols. Modifiers are symbols which defines condition for the tolerance zone of a geometrical tolerance. Modifiers. L circle means least material LMC means least material condition. M circle means MMC मतलब maximum material condition. T circle means tangent plane. P circle means projected tolerance zone. F circle means free state. Dia means diameter symbol means diameter. Then GD&T, then another same thing is GD&T. So GD&T stand is given by the American GD&T stand is given by the American Society of Mechanical Engineering or ASME as a dimensioning and tolerancing. GD&T was created to ensure the proper assembly of mating parts, to improve quality and to reduce cost. GD&T was created to ensure the proper assembly of the mating parts, to improve the quality and to reduce the cost. Then another new question is that what is a datum? The datum is a reference point on which you have to measure. Datum is a reference point on which we have to measure. There are three types of datums and all are perpendicular to each other. So A, B, C, primary, secondary and tertiary datums are there. Then another topic is that what is These symbols in GD&T. So in GD&T there are so many symbols are there. So first one is the straightness, so form tolerance, with there are four tolerance are there. One is form, second one is warrior, third one is location, another one is the location of a feature control. So first one is the straightness. Straightness symbol is C, straightness. That is called form tolerance, but datum reference is not required. Then another symbol is flatness. Flatness. Then next one is circularity, circle type, circularity. Then another symbol name is cylindricity. Another symbol is perpendicularity, perpendicularity. Another symbol is parallelism. Then another symbol is angularity, profile of a line, profile of a surface, position, circular run out, total run out. Then concentricity, then symmetricity, circular run, total run, concentricity, symmetricity. So many types of symbols are there. So the additional symbol. So additional symbol, once you remember this type of additional symbols are there in the engineering drawing. So once you remember this symbol, that is better for you and your future. This symbol first one is dimension origin. First symbol C, dimension origin. Then next one is counter board, that is called counter board. Then angle type is countersink, countersink. Then depth symbol is depth. All around till this type of symbol is there. Between, double zero, between. Target point, cross, target point. Conical taper, this type of symbol. Slope, this type of symbol. Square, this type of symbol. Radius, this type of spherical radius, that type of symbol. Spherical diameter, that type of symbol. Controlled radius, that type of symbol. Statical tolerance, that type of symbol. Basic dimension, that is called. Reference dimension, that is 5x places. Then another feature control pane. Once you see this is called feature control pane. So feature control pane, first one is tertiary datum, second one is first one is leader arrow. Then another one is geometric characteristic symbol, geometric characteristic symbol. Then another is the diameter symbol or cylindrical tolerance zone, diameter symbol or tolerance zone. Then another is the stated tolerance. Then another is the modifier for the stated tolerance, modifier. Then another is the primary datum. Then another one is the secondary datum. And another is the tertiary datum. Another question is that datum, then you can, I think, you completed this one. Then what is the difference between attribute defects and variable defects? I think before time you know this one. Then one time you review this one. What is attribute defect and what is variable defect? Attribute defects are those defects which cannot be quantified. Attribute defect are those defects which cannot be quantified. Variable defect are those defects which can be quantified. So attribute defect examples are scratch, line mark, dust crack, etc. And variable defects are length, width, diameter, height, etc. That is called variable defects. Then another topic, what is least count? What is least count? The smallest value that can be measured by the measuring instrument is called its least count. The smallest value that can be measured by the measuring instrument is called least count. And how to find least count of the vernier caliper and micrometer. So how to count, then you will mention it. So least count is equal to smallest division of main scale divided by total number of division on vernier scale. Again, what is the least count? So smallest division on the main scale divided by total number of division on the vernier scale. That is called least count. Then least count equal to smallest division means in vernier caliper what is that? 1 by 1 divided by total number of division. How much division? 50 number. So 1 by 50 divided by 0.02. That is called your least count of the vernier caliper. Then least count of the micrometer. The pitch of micrometer. The pitch of micrometer is what is the least count of the micrometer? So least count of the micrometer is a pitch 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 of micrometer pitch of micrometer divided by total number of division on the circular scale. So the pitch of the micrometer is divided by total number of division on the circular scale. That is called least count of the micrometer. Then least count of micrometer is equal to 0.5 is divided by 50 total number equal to 0.01 is the least count of the micrometer. Then how to find least count of the vernier caliper and micrometer? Least count of the micro vernier caliper equal to 0.02 mm or 20 micrometer. 20 micron. Least count of the vernier caliper equal to 0.02 mm or 20 micron. Then least count of the micrometer is 0.01 mm or 10 micron. 0.01 mm, 0.01 mm or 10 micron. That is called least count of the micrometer. Least count of the manual micrometer 0.01 mm or 10 micron. And digital micrometer is that least count of the digital micrometer is 0.01 mm or 1 micron. And another new topic is that what is 3M? What is 3M? So the 3M denotes three type of waste. 3M is 3M denotes three type of waste. First one is Muda. Muda means waste. Resources available are more than required. Resources available are more than required. Muri means overburden. Resource available less than required. Resource available less than required. Mora, inconsistency or unevenness. Resource available sometimes more, sometimes less. Then another question is that what are the types of wastage in lean manufacturing? There are 7 types of MUDA or 7 types of waste identified in the lean manufacturing process, which is follow as MUDA for products overproduction, MUDA for process itself or over processing, MUDA for inventory or stock, MUDA for transport, then MUDA for waiting, MUDA for motion, MUDA for defects. That is 7 types of waste in the lean manufacturing. Then another topic is that quality engineer. So we can remember this topic. So 7 quality tools, defects and what is 7 QC tool, defects and defective, what is defective and defective, what is defect and failures, what is inspection and its types, efficiency and effectiveness, master and limit sample, equivalent tax. Everyone can remember this name. So once you see that is so many types of list counts are there. So once you see this one, then you can easily understand. List count of the instrument. Some instrument list count are there. So once you recheck it. Digital vernier caliper. Digital vernier caliper means 0.01 mm. Digital vernier caliper 0.01 mm. Suppose this manual vernier caliper 0.02 mm or 20 micron. Digital vernier caliper 0.01 mm or 10 micron. Digital micrometer 0.001 mm or 1 micron. Manual micrometer 0.01 mm. So profile projector 0.001 mm or 1 micron. Sine bar 1 minutes. Bevel protector 1 degree. Vernier depth gauge. Vernier depth gauge 0.02 mm or 20 micron. Height gauge 0.02 mm or 20 micron. Manual or digital height gauge 0.01 mm or 10 micron. Manual dial gauge 0.001 mm or 1 micron. So, another one is PDD dical. Puppy dial means 0.01 mm or 10 micron. Universal testing machine UTM 0.02 pound 0.02 pound. Steel rule 0.50 mm means 500 micron. Vernier bevel protector. Vernier bevel protector 5 minutes. Spirit level 0.02 or 100 mm. 0.02 or 100 mm. Surface plate 0 check 0.0025 mm. 0.0025 mm. Combination set 5 minutes. Combination sets 5 minutes. Screw thread micrometer. Screw thread micrometer 0.01 mm. 0.01 mm. Screw thread micrometer 0.01 mm. Inside micrometer 0.01 mm. Slip gauge 0.001 or 1 micron. Gear tooth vernier caliper gear tooth vernier caliper 0.02 mm or 20 micron. And another new topic is what are the 7 QC2? The 7 basic tools of the quality is a designation given to a fixed set of graphical techniques. The given basic tools of the quality is a designation given to a fixed set of graphical techniques identified as being the most helpful in troubleshooting issue related to quality. 7 QC tools were introduced by Koryu Ishikawa in post-war Japan, inspired by the 7 famous weapons of Benkei. So, first one is the 7 QC tool. First one is the check sheet. What is check sheet? First one is check sheet. Second one is the fishbone diagram or cause and effect diagram or Ishikawa diagram. So, second one is fishbone diagram, cause and effect diagram or Ishikawa diagram. Third one is histogram. Third one is histogram. Fourth one is Pareto chart. Fourth one is Pareto chart. Fifth one is control chart. Sixth one is scatter diagram. Seventh one is stratification. Seventh one is stratification. Again, first one is check sheet. Second one is fishbone diagram. Third one is histogram. Fourth one is Pareto chart. Fifth one is control chart. Scatter diagram. Stratification. Then another question is that what is elaborate defect and defective? Can you explain about? Can you elaborate about what is defect and defective? So once you elaborate about that defect and defective. Defective means number of non-conformative items found in a sample for a lot. Number of defective means number of non-conformative items found in a sample from lot. Defect in a lot. Defect in a lot means number of non-conformity item in a lot. Number of non-conformative items in a lot. Then percentage of defective equal to number of defective divided by total number of items into 100. So percentage of the defective is number of defectives divided by total number of items into 100. Then what is AQL? What is AQL? The maximum percentage level of defects at which a customer is willing to accept a lot as good. So with the maximum percentage level of defects, what is equal? Where the maximum percentage level of defects at which a customer is willing to accept a lot as goods. 0% for critical defects, 2.5% for major defect, 4% from minor defects. Then another question is that so we will explain. So, then another question is that what is surface texture? What is surface texture or surface roughness? What is surface texture? Surface texture is also known as a surface finish or surface topography. Is the nature of a surface as defined by three characteristics of lay surface roughness and waviness. It comprises a small and local deviation of the surface from the perfectly flat ideal as a true plane. So surface texture is also known as a surface finish or surface topography. Is the nature of a surface as defined by the characteristics of three characteristics of lay, surface roughness and waviness. So it comprises the small and local deviation of a surface from perfectly flat ideal or a two plane. Another question is that what is the difference between defect and failure? What is the difference between defect and failure? A defect is a type of non-conformity. A defect is a type of non-conformity. It occurs when a product fails to meet specified or intent user requirement. In failure, the product does not perform its basic function. Again, a defect is a type of non-conformity. It occurs when a product fails to meet a specified or intended use requirement. And in failure, the product does not perform its a basic function. And what is inspection? The inspection is defined as a process used for controlling and checking the quality of a product as per quality standard. Then another new topic is types of inspection. There are various types of inspection as there incoming inspection, in-process inspection. Then in-process inspection, there are three types: setup approval inspection, liner process control inspection, transmission large inspection, final and PDA inspection, layout inspection, available name drawing, suspected lot inspection. There are some other types of inspection. There are different types of like sampling inspection. CCDC inspections with the cross-check double checks. With CCDC, what is CCDC inspection? That is important part. What is CCDC inspection? Cross-check double check. Cross-check double check. Parallel inspection at the time of APQP. Then another question is that what is OE? Difference between efficiency and effectiveness. Difference between efficiency and effectiveness. So, wait 1 minute. Difference between effectiveness, effective efficiency and effectiveness. Effectiveness equal to availability by total efficiency equal to A by T. The 110 by 120 into 100 by 91.66%. That is called efficiency. Efficiency equal to availability by total number of how much. Means availability 110 divided by total number 120 into 100 divided by 91.66%. Then what is effectiveness? Effectiveness equal to 100 by 110 into 100 by 99.90. 100 by 110 into 99.90. That is the effectiveness. Then what is OE? OE means overall equipment effectiveness. OE means overall equipment effectiveness. Then what is OE formula? OE formula is availability means availability, quality and effectiveness. Availability, quality and effectiveness. Availability, quality and effective quality or performance. Quality or performance is called OE. OE equal to A into the availability into quality or performance into effectiveness. So we have to calculate in last 40 minutes, 2 tables, 215 minutes, 30 minutes, you can reduce this. Then suppose your company working hour is 8 hours, so launch time 40 minutes, 2 times 2 into 15, that is equal 30 minutes. And how to calculate in OE, then you see. So O equal to A into Q into E. 720 minus 70 divided 650 minutes. 650 minutes operating time. 650 minutes operating time. 650 minutes operating time. So O equal to A into Q into E. Into T0 by Ts into OK by A into A by T. That is called OE. Then so 100 into equal to 100 into 650 divided by 720 into 100 divided by 110 into 100 110 divided by 120. So that formula everything will come 75% 2 4 3. Then another question is that what is master sample? What is master sample? A master sample is needed to complete the PPAP production part approval process. A master sample is needed to complete the PPAP. The sample must be signed by the customer and the supplier when they are both happy that the sample pad meets all the dimension and requirement and extra customer requirements. This can then used by as a benchmark for the other production run as a help to operator check their work. A master sample is needed to complete the PPAP. The sample must be signed by the customer and the supplier when they are both are happy that their sample parts meets all the design requirements and extra customer requirements. This can then be used as a benchmark for the other production rounds and helps the operator check their work. What is limit sample? Limit sample are parts of production that are used as a frame of reference. Limit sample are also known as a reference sample. So you can use limit sample for visual inspection and also for the test system verification. You can use a limit sample for visual inspection and also test sample verification. So these type of cards are there in quality. One is identification card, that is called white color. One is rejected card, that is called rejection matter. So red card, that is red card means rejected part. Green card means accepted card in quality, and yellow card means on hold card, means hold the card. Then another topic of the quality engineers are what is PPM? That is Kaizen, elastic and plastic deformation. That is skill matrix. What is loss, parallelism and flatness. What is HRB and HRC, attributes, instruments, etc. What is PPM? What is PPM? What is PPM? So the PPM stands for parts per million. What is PPM? PPM stands for parts per million. 1 ppm means 1 per million equals to 1 divided by 1 divided by 1 lakhs. 1 divided by 1 uh, 1 divided by 1 million. So the 1 ppm, so 1 ppm means 1 per million is equal to 1 divided by 1 million. PPM in automotive industry an established KPI. PPM in automotive industry an established KPI. Key process indicator. KPI, key process indicator to measure the quality performance. To measure the quality performance. PPM in automotive industry an established KPI to measure the quality performance. Nowadays 1000 ppm, 1000 parts per million is expected, but in industry wants to more reduction. In it up to 100 ppm, 100 parts per million with less expenses. 100 parts per million with less expenses. Then how to calculate ppm? That let's assume how to calculate ppm. Let's assume total products in a month is 25 lakhs. Total production in a month is 25 lakhs. The rejection in a month is 12 lakhs 5,000. So total production in a month is 25 lakhs. 25 lakhs. Rejection in a month is 12,500. So ppm is total rejection into 1 lakhs, total rejection into 1 lakhs divided by total production. So 12,500 into 1 lakhs divided by 25,000, 25 lakhs divided by 25 lakhs equal to 5,000 parts per million. 5,000 parts per million. Then another new question is that what is Kaizen? What is Kaizen? What is Kaizen? So the Kaizen is the Japanese word. So the Kaizen is the Japanese word for improvement. Kaizen is the Japanese word for improvement. So in business, Kaizen refers to activities that continuously improve. In business, Kaizen refers to activities that continuously improve all function and involve all employee from the CO to the assembly line workers. All are involved. Kaizen is the Japanese word for improvement. In business, Kaizen refers to the activities that continuously improve all function and involve all employees from CO to assembly line workers. All are involved. Kaizen aims to eliminate waste. Kaizen aims to eliminate waste. Kaizen was the first practiced in Japanese business after the Second World War. So Mosakai Imai. So the Mosakai Imai is known as the developer of the Kaizen. Mosakai Imai is known as the developer of the Kaizen. The Japanese word Kaizen simple means change for better. Change for better. It has been applied in healthcare, psychotherapy, life coaching, government, banking, other industry, manufacturing, automotive. Everyone can apply it. Another new topic is which once you see this type of guidance are there, those people are maintained. So this kind of before this, after this, and another is topic name is what is the difference between skill matrix and competency mapping? What is the difference between skill matrix and competency mapping? Skill is the ability of the person to perform the job, and consistency is the requirement of skill set for that particular job. Skill is the ability of the person to perform their job, and competency is the requirement of skill set for that particular job. How many levels are there in a skill matrix? How many levels are there in a skill matrix? We rank skill level in four levels. First one is being training or basic understanding, level one, able to perform tasks with supervision, level two, able to perform tasks without supervision, level three, able to train others, that is called level four. Being training or basic understanding, level one, able to perform tasks with the supervision, level two, able to perform tasks without supervision, level three, able to train others, that is called level four. So see this one. One is the skill matrix. That is different types of members are there. So project management. Then which type of topics are there? Project management, writing, public speaking, project development, accounting, requirement is there. So every team members are different type of skills are there. Once you see. And another new topic is what is 5 A's. What is 5 A's? That is 5A stands for sort, set in order, sign, standardize, sustain or self-discipline. Sort, set in order, sign, standardize, sustain or self-discipline. Why we do red bin analysis? Why we do red bin analysis? In red bin analysis, we caught daily rejection and found root cause immediately to solve the problem. In the red bin analysis, we caught daily rejection and found root cause immediately to solve the problem. So another question is for HRP, which type of indenter used, and for the HRC, which type of indenter used? For HRP, 1 by 16 inch ball diameter indentar. So for HRP, 1.1 divided by 16 ball die indentar used, and for HRC, 120-degree diamond indentar are used. Are used. See this type of Rockwell hardness tester indentar and Fresnel hardness tester indentar are there. And see, then another new topic is what is the difference in parallelism and flatness? What is the difference in parallelism and flatness? Parallelism required atom. It means parallelism is checked on the reference of one on surface, and flatness datum point or reference surface not required. Parallelism required atoms. It means parallelism check on the reference of one reference on one surface and the reference on the one surface, and flatness datum points or reference surface not required. And what is attribute instrument? So these are not so result in numeric form. That is collateral. These are the not so in the numeric form. All the gauges are included in attributes of go or no go. Example, plug gauge, ring gauge, etc. What is logs? So the logs is a unit used to measure. So the logs is a unit used to measure the intensity of light hitting a surface. Logs is a unit used to measure the intensity of light hitting on a surface. As well, typically a wall or floor in a lighting design. Lux level is checked with lux meter. Typically a wall or floor in a lighting design. Lux level is checked with the lux meter. Lux meter. See, this is lux meter. So that is clearly everything will understand which type means of this area, how much lux are there, lux medicinal lumens per m square. Then see what is fillet and what is chamfer. So what is the difference between chamfer and fillet? What is the difference between chamfer and fillet? A chamfer is machined. A chamfer is machined to remove a sharp edge. The angle is generally 45 degree. Fillet connected two surfaces with a rounded edge, while chamfers connected two surfaces with an angle edge. That is called fillet and chamfer. Chamfer is machined to remove a sharp edges. The angle edge is generally 45 degree. Fillet connected two surfaces with a round edge, while chamfer connected two surfaces with an angled edge. Application: fillets are better for parts that are loaded bearing, while chamfers are better for parts that must be assembled together. Fillets are better for the parts that are load bearing, while chamfers are better for the parts that must be assembled together. Then another question is that what is hardness in a material science? What is hardness in a material science? The hardness is a measure of how resistant solid matter is to various kinds of permanent shape change when a compressive force is applied. Some materials, example metals, are harder than others, like plastics. What is the hardness in a material sense? Hardness is a measure of how resistant solid matter is to various kind of permanent shape change when there is compressive force is applied. When there is compressive force is applied. So some materials are metals. Some materials are example metals are harder than other, like example plastics. What is the difference between elastic and plastic deformation? Elastic deformation. What is elastic deformation? The deformation caused is reversible. The deformation caused is reversible, and the deformation disappears after the removal of applied forces. The deformation caused is reversible, and the deformation disappears after the removal of the applied forces. A classic example of the elastic deformation is stretching of a rubber band. That is called elastic deformation. Plastic deformation. The deformation is irreversible. The deformation is irreversible, and it stays even after the removal of the applied force. After the deformation is irreversible and it stays even after the removal of the applied forces. See this image. That is elastic and plastic deformation. Stress and strain diagram is the elastic. This is plastic deformation. That is, and at the part is fracture. Elastic and plastic deformation. Then another new topic is equality in German. So equality meaning so many types of questions are there. So the first question is that the name of measuring instrument you know. So the name of the measuring instrument you know. What is the measuring instrument you know? What is the least count? What are the bypass? On which principle mm and basic on which principle micrometer of caliber work and uses? What is quality? Definition of quality. What is the father of the quality? What is reliability? What is quality control? What is quality assurance? What is quality control? What is quality assurance? What is POCAICA and its types? What is POCAICA and its type? What is so many types of questions are there? So once you see, so name of the measuring instrument you know. So that is the main measuring instruments you know. That is the main important thing. So manual vernier caliper 0.02 mm or 20 micron. Digital vernier caliper. Incoming voice call from Heart Mama Red Heart. The name of the measuring instrument that is most know. You are the quality engineer, then this instrument you know it. So first one is the manual vernier caliper 0.02 mm. Second one is the digital vernier caliper 0.01 mm. Then the manual micrometer 0.01 mm. Digital micrometer 0.001 mm or 1 micron. Then manual height gauge 0.02 mm or 20 micron. Digital height gauge 0.01 mm or 10 micron. Then another question is that the smallest, what is the least count? What is the least count? The smallest value that can be measured by the measuring instrument, that is called least count. The smallest value that can be measured by the measuring instrument, that is called least count. Then another is that what is 5S? What is 5S? In a specific way of workplace management, that is 5 is that short in Japanese Siri, Seton, Seso, Setkesu, Sitsuke means it in Japanese word. In English, sorting out or segregate wanted or unwanted things. Sorting out, segregate wanted or unwanted things, systematic arrangement, zero asking, zero searching, zero asking or zero searching. Systematic arrangement means zero asking or zero searching. Third one is signing everything. Fourth one is standardization. Means is standard or procedure for all activities. Standard or procedure for all activities. Standard procedure for all activities. And fifth one is self-discipline. Follow the decide things. Follow the decide things. Standardization, standard procedure for all activities. Self-discipline. Follow the decide things. Follow the decide things. Then another question is that what is on which principle of micrometer and vernier caliper and uses? Which principle micrometer and vernier caliper and uses? Micrometer principle is knot and screw. Micrometer principle is knot and screw. Uses it is used to measure small diameter. Micrometer principle is knot and screw. Uses it is used to measure small diameter. Vernier caliper principle is difference between two scales. Vernier caliper difference between two scales. Uses internal and external dimension and depth. So the uses internal and external dimension like length, width, depth, ID and OD, etc. That is used. Then another topic name is what is quality? Quality means क्या? Cost. Quality means in simple word customer satisfaction, satisfaction or degree of excellence of a product or services, degree of excellence of a product or services, or meeting the customer requirement, or meeting the customer requirement. Then another topic is that what is definition of quality. Another topic is that definition of quality. Meeting of customer need. Meeting. What is the definition of quality? Meeting of customer needs. Meeting of customer needs. So means who is developed this and W. Edward Deming, meeting of customer needs. Who is developed W. Edwards Deming, or fitness for use, or fitness for use, or fitness for use. That is called definition of quality. And who is the father of the quality? Who is the father of the quality? W. Edward Deming is known as the father of the quality. W. Edward Deming is the father of the quality. Then another topic is what is reliability? What is reliability? It is the ability of product and services to continue to meet the customer requirement. It is the ability of the product and services to continue to meet the customer requirement. That is called reliability. Then another topic is that wait 1 second. What is quality control and what is quality assurance? What is quality control? Part of quality MGT, part of quality MGT focused on fulfilling quality requirement as per ISO 9000 is to 2025. Again, part of quality MGT focused on fulfilling the quality requirement as per the ISO 9000 is to 2025. Quality control means to verify actual result by comparing it with the defined standard for meeting the customer requirement. Quality control means to verify. Quality control means to verify actual results by comparing it with the defined standard for meeting the customer requirement. What is quality assurance? Part of quality MGT focused on providing confidence that quality requirement will be fulfilled. So it's part of quality MGT focused on providing confidence that quality requirement will be fulfilled as per ISO 9000 is to 2015. Quality assurance means meeting the customer requirement by maintaining desired level of the quality in service or product. Quality assurance means meeting the customer requirement by maintaining desired level of the quality in quality in service or product, supervisor or product. Another new topic is what is Pokaeka and its types? What is Pokaeka and its type? What is Pokaeka and its types? It is technique for avoiding simple human error at work. It is technique for avoiding simple human error at work. That is called Pokaeka. Types of Pokaeka. So in Pokaeka, two types are there. One is prevention, another is detection. What is prevention? It helps the operator to recognize the defects before it about the occur. For example, probe, sensor, etc. It helps the operator to recognize the defect before it is about the occur. For example, probe, sensor, etc. Detection. It helps the operator to know immediately on the occurrence. It helps the operator to know immediately on the occurrence of the defects. For example, checking template. It helps the operator to know immediately on the occurrence of the defects. For example, checking templates. Then another new topic is there inequality. Questions are there. Then what is Kanban? What is Kanban? What is Kappa? What is Kaizen? Who is the father or developer of the Kaizen? What are the IETF core? What is the IETF core tools with current edition? What is EPQP? Page of EPQP? What is PPAP? Summation of level of the PPAP? Then how many documents requirement in PPAPs? These type of questions are there. So let's start one by one. Then what is Kanban? What is Kanban? What?
ତାପରେ କେହି ବି ହରେଇପାରିବେନି। ଆଉ ତୁ ଯଦି ଭାବିବୁ ମୁଁ ହାରିଯିବି ତାହେଲେ ସ୍ୱୟଂ ଭଗବାନ ବି ତତେ ଜିତେଇବେ। ଦେବ ବାବା, ହାରିବା ଆଉ ଜିତିବା ନିଜ ଉପରେ ନିର୍ଭର କରେ। ତୁ ଯଦି ଭାବିବୁ ମୁଁ ଜିତିବି ତାପରେ କେହି ବି ହରେଇପାରିବେନି। ଆଉ ତୁ ଯଦି ଭାବିବୁ ମୁଁ ହାରିଯିବି तो मेरे वश में केवल मेरा मन है जो मैं तुम्हारे लिए रोज साफ करती हूँ, जिसमें कोई झूठा नहीं। तो तुम मेरा मन देखो, तुम्हें बस अपना मन चढ़ा था, मुझे नहीं चढ़ा तुम्हें कुछ भी उठा। पूरा संसार बड़ा तो क्या हुआ, जिंदगी है मुस्कुराना तो पड़ेगा। देख बाबा, हारिबा ଆଉ ଜିତିବା ନିଜ ଉପରେ ନିର୍ଭର କରେ। ତୁ ଯଦି ଭାବିବୁ ମୁଁ ଜିତିବି ତାପରେ କେହି ବି ହରେଇପାରିବେନି। ଆଉ ତୁ ଯଦି ଭାବିବୁ ମୁଁ ହାରିଯିବି ତାହେଲେ ସ୍ୱୟଂ ଭଗବାନ ବି ତତେ ଜିତେଇବେ। জীবনে এই জীবনে সবু পাইছিলে তাতে পাই ওদিন যাও চালি রে। इसमें खाने से क्या ये वाला है नहीं, यही है, अभी भी यही है। बाजे जाओ छुड़ो सारा काम बाजे के बोले आसे लो तमोर सुनो सुनो काहे की ना करू अरे काहे की ना करू Sabio, joga pra trás. दिलों के पंखों पर रख दिए गए पत्थर है खुदा तू मैं कहाँ चाहिए पर बोले Indian government. And we want to prepare a good preparation for the ships of India. इंस्टाग्राम पे ऐसे रील भी देखते हैं ये सब फालतू है एक बार ये वाली खुशी लेके देखो जीवन में सफल होके माँ बाप के पैसा कमा के देखो बड़े भाई बहन के पैसा कमा के देखो बड़े भाई बहन को जाके कार दिला के एक बार देखो अपने पैसे से हाँ हाँ क्या नींद आती है भाई क्या सुकून मिलता है क्या खुशी होती है आज मेरी बहन को दुनिया में जो गाड़ी चाहिए जो कपड़ा चाहिए जो चीज चाहिए कोई बात नहीं आपको एनडीपी सर्टिफिकेट तो मिल गया इस दुनिया में एक ऐसा देश भी है ये हमारे भारत से सबसे गरीब आदमी भी यहाँ पे चला जाएगा तो वहां जाके वो अपने आप को बहुत अमीर समझेगा ये देश है हैप्पी और ये दुनिया के सबसे गरीब Imagine जब भी लगे ना खराब टाइम चल रहा है मेरे को ज्ञान नहीं दे रहा हूँ बस ये ऐसा कि जब भी खराब टाइम लगे ना तो मेरी ये आदत है ना मैं दबा रहता हूँ तो मैं रात में से 3-4 बजे ना वो चाय पीने की आदत है वहां बैठा था और एक दिन ऐसे बैठा था एक गाड़ी यूं क्रॉस करके गई और पाँव ले जाती शायद और मैं उस टाइम सोच रहा यार भाई सेगमेंट क्या हुआ मैं देख रहा हूँ भाई कोई ख्याल ही वैसे आता तो वो दुनिया वैसी बन जाती है जैसे एक ख्याल आता है वैसी दुनिया बनती रहती है भाई तो उन्होंने वो तब लिखा कि आंखों में ताने आने गालों पे छूटे हैं दर बदर की ठोकर होकर सपने कहा जाते टूटे खूब भागा खूब दौड़ा खूब मिले बाबा खूब मिले फकीर खूब दिखाया माथा खूब दिखाई लकीर सब साले झूठे हैं ये जो घोर अंधेरा छाया है मुझे लगता है मेरे महादेव मुझसे कुछ तुमने जीवन में पैसा नहीं कमाया ना तुमको इज्जत मिलेगी ना तुमको प्यार मिलेगा कोई अपने घर की लड़की तुमको नहीं देगा दिन भर आप कॉलेज में टहलते रहता हूँ आपके लिए सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है कि आप जीवन में पैसा कमाए क्या बनेगा बड़ा होगा कैसे बढ़ोतरी कर पाएगा इस दुनिया के साथ क्या सारी उम्र से घर पे बैठ के खिलाता रहूंगा 5 साल बाद जब अपने दोस्तों को गाड़ी खरीदते अपना घर बनाते देखोगे तो इनके बेटे ने एक लड़की को
What is Kanban? What is Kanban? What is Kanban? It reduce the idle time in a production process. It reduce the idle time in a production process. It reduce the idle time in a production process. A system that a continuous supply of components, a system of continuous supply of component parts supply such that worker have what they need, where they need, and when they need it. That is called Kanban. So again, it reduces the idle time in a production process. A system of continuously supply of components, parts supply such that the worker have what they need, where they need, when they need. That is called Kanban. What is Kappa? Corrective action or preventive action? What is kappa? Corrective action or preventing action. Corrective action. The action, corrective action. What is corrective action? The action taken to eliminate. Which is the action taken to eliminate the root cause, true cause. With the action taken to eliminate the root cause or true cause of the problem is known as corrective action. The action taken to eliminate. The action taken to eliminate the root cause or true cause of the problem is known as corrective action. The action taken to eliminate the root cause or true cause of the problem is known as corrective action. The action taken to eliminate the root cause or true cause of the problem is known as corrective action. What is preventive action or Pokayaka or mistake proofing? The action taken to prevent the occurrence of the problem or so that the problem will no occur in future is known as preventive action. The action taken to prevent the occurrence of the problem or so that the problem will not occur in the future is known as preventive action. Then another question is what is Kaizen? What is Kaizen? So the Kai means change, Zen means better. Kai means change, Zen means better. So the Kai means change, Zen means better. So Kaizen means change for better. So Kaizen means change for better. Then another question is father or developer of Kaizen. Father or developer of Kaizen. Mosaka Imai is the father or developer of the Kaizen. Mosaka Imai is the father or developer of the Kaizen. Then another question is what are IATF core tools with current edition? What are the IATF core tools with the current edition? There are 5 core tools in the current edition. 5 core tools. First one is FPQP, means Advanced Product Quality Planning. Advanced Product Quality Planning. Second, and then second one is PPAP, Production Part Approval Process. Production Part Approval Process. Then another one is MSA, Measurement System Analysis. Measurement System Analysis. And another one is SPC, Statistical Process Control. Statistical Process Control. And another one is FMEA, Failure Mode Effective Analysis. Failure Mode Effective Analysis. Then another topic is what is APQP? What is APQP? What is APQP? It is a framework of procedure and technique used to develop product in industry. It is a framework of procedure and technique used to develop product in industry, particularly in automobile industry. Then what is phases of APQP? What is phases of APQP? Plan and define programs, product design and development, process design and development, process and product validation, feedback, assessment, and corrective action. Plan and define program. Second one is product design and development. Third one is process design and development. Fourth one is process and product validation. Fifth one is feedback assessment. and corrective action. Then another question is, what is PPAP? What is PPAP? What is PPAP? It gives the opportunity to review the requirement of the customer while submitting a new parts to the customer so that nothing has been missed and all are as per the customer requirement. It gives the opportunity to review the requirement of the customer while submitting the new parts to the customer so that nothing has been missed and all are as per the customer requirement. That is called PPAP. Submission level of the PPAP. First level 1 is warranty submitted only. Level 2 is warrant with product sample and limited supported data submitted to the customer. Warranty with product sample and limited supported data supported to customer. Level 3 is warranty with product sample and complete supporting data with submitted to customer. Level 4 is warranty and other requirement as defined by the customer. And level 5 is warranty with product sample and complete supporting data reviewed at supplier manufacturer location. All levels are you can submit, that is called level of the PPAP. Then another question is, what is how many documents requirement in PPAPs? And how many documents requirement in PPAP? There are 18 documents required in PPAP. There are 18 documents of the PPAP requirement. So first one is design records. All are design requirement in the PPAP. Second one is engineering changes, not if any engineering changes, not or if anything. Third one is customer engineering approval if required. Fourth one is DFMEA, means design failure mode analysis. Then fifth one is PFD, means process flow diagram. Then another one is PFMEA, process failure mode effective analysis. And seventh one CP, control plan. Then 8th one is MSA, measurement system analysis. Then 9th one is dimensional result. Then 10th one is SPC, statistical process control. 11th one is QLD, in qualified laboratory documents. Then 12th one is AR, appearance approval report. And 13th is sample production part. Then 14 is master sample. 15 is checking aids. 6th one is customer specific requirement. 7th one is a record of material performance test. 8th one is PSW, part submission warranty. Then another new topic questions are, what is MSA? Types of MSA. Types of MSA, purpose of MSA, principle of SPC, acceptance criteria of CP and CPK, acceptance criteria for repeatability and reproducibility, and what is miss rate and false alarm. CP is depend to CPK or not. CPK is depend to CP or not. Another one is formula of CP and CPK. Then what is value? Should be what value should be of CP and CPK at 6 sigma. CPK at 6 sigma. First of all, what is MSA? MSA measure the measurement variation. What is MSA? MSA measurement system analysis measure the measurement variation. MSA measure the measurement variation. Then what types of MSA? Types of MSA. MSA, there are two types of MSA. One is attribute MSA, another one is variable MSA. One is attribute MSA, another one is variable MSA. Then purpose of MSA to reduce variation in measurement systems. Purpose of MSA, what is to reduce variation in measurement system. To reduce variation in measurement systems. Then another question is that what is the principle of SPC? What is principle of SPC? So principle of SPC, basic principle of SPC is to reduce variation. 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 Then acceptance criteria of CP and CPK. Acceptance criteria of CP and CPK. CP and CPK. If CP and CPK is short term, is short term, so greater than 1.67 process is very good. Greater than 1.67 process is very good. Greater than 1.33 process is acceptable and chance to improve. Process is acceptable and chance to improve. Then less than 1.33 process is not accepted. Process is not accepted. If CP and CPK is long term, greater than 1.33 process is good. Equal to 1.2, approximately 1.33 process is acceptable. Equal to 1.1 to 1.33 process is acceptable and chance to improve. Less than 1.0 process is not accepted. Then another new topic is acceptance criteria of repeatability and reproducibility, R&R. So the acceptance criteria of repeatability and reproducibility, R&R. So second addition, percentage of R&R is less than 10% is okay. Percentage of R&R is less than 10%, that is okay. Percentage 10% to less than 10%, that is okay. 10% to 30% may be acceptable. 10% to 30% may be acceptable. 30% greater than 30% not okay. And second addition, NDC greater than equal to 5. NDC. Third addition, NDT greater than equal to 5. Then another question is that what is misread and false alarm? What is misread and false alarm? What is misread and false alarm? Misread bad to good, decision is okay for rejected part. Misread bad to good, decision is okay for rejected part. Decision is okay for rejected part. False alarm good to bad. False alarm good to bad. Decision is rejected for okay parts. Decision is rejected for okay parts. Then another question is that what is the CPK? Another question is that CP is depend to CPK or not? CP is depend to CPK or not? CP is not related to CPK. CP is not related to CPK. It is not necessary. If CP is okay, then CPK is Okay, if it is not necessary, CP is not related to CPK, it is not necessary. If CP is okay, then CPK is okay. CPK is depend to CP or not. CPK is dependent to CP or not. CPK is related to CP. Because CPK is okay, then CP is okay. CPK is related to CP. Because CP is okay, CPK is okay, then CP is okay. Then another question is that formula of CP and CPK. Formula of CP and CPK. CP equal to USL minus LSL divided by 6 sigma. So CP equal to USL minus LSL divided by 6 sigma. CPK equal to minimum of USL minus X bar divided by 3 sigma X bar minus XLS divided by 3 sigma. Then what value should be the CP and CPK at 6 sigma? What value should be CP and CPK at 6 sigma? At 6 sigma equal to CP equal to CP equal to 1.5. CP in 6 sigma CP equal to 2, CP equal to 1.5. 1.5. Another new topic is that in quality solution, what is FMEA, what is RPN, what is FMEA, what is RPN. In RPN, which ranking should have an reversible order. Then when we modify RPN, can you severity changes? What are the 7 QC tools? Then founder of 7 QC tool. Then why we need the 7 QC tool? On which principle Pareto works? What is continuous improvement? What is continuous? Then what is continual? What is continuous improvement? What is continual improvement? What is PPM and how to be calculated? So let's start. This one first question is what is FMEA? What is FMEA? Failure mode effective analysis. It is a technique to identify failure modes. It is a technique to identify failure modes of a product or process and planning for its elimination. It is a technique to identify failure mode of a product or processes and planning for its elimination. What is RPN? So tell me what is RPN? Which RPN means a risk priority number. RPN means a risk priority number. Risk priority number equal to sovereignty into occurrence into detection. Sovereignty into occurrence into detection. Sovereignty into occurrence into detection. What is RPN? Sovereignty into occurrence into detection. R equal to S into O into D. Maximum value of RPN may be 1000 BZ. RPN equal to 10 into 10 into 10 that 1000. Minimum value of RPN may be 1 BZ. RPN equal to 1 into 1 into 1. 1. Another new topic is that in RPN, which ranking should have been in reverse order? In RPN, which ranking should have been reverse order? Detection ranking. In RPN, which ranking should have been reverse order? Detection. When you modify RPN or what RPN number requires action, any RPN value exceeding 80 requires a corrective action. When you modify RPN or what RPN number requires action, when you modify RPN or what RPN number requires action, any RPN value exceeding 80 requires a corrective action. Any RPN value exceeding 80 requires a corrective action. Can you severity changes? Can you severity changes? No. Can changes only after design changes. Can you severity changes? No. Can changes only after design changes. Only after design changes. Another question is that what are 7 QC tool? What are 7 QC tool? First one is check sheet. First one is check sheet. Second one is cause and effect diagram. Third one is control charts. Fourth one is scatter diagram. Fifth one is stratification. Sixth one is histogram. Seventh one is Pareto chart. Then check sheet, cause and effect diagram, control chart, scatter diagram, stratification, histogram, Pareto chart. The founder of the 7 QC tool. Founder of the 7 QC tool. Kaoru Ishikawa, Kaoru Ishikawa, Kaoru, Kaoru, Kaoru Ishikawa, Kaoru Ishikawa, Kaoru Ishikawa. Why we need the 7 QC tool? Why we need the 7 QC tool? Why we need the 7 QC tool? This provides common methods of analysis to help problem-solving teams. Why we need the 7 QC tool? These provide common method of analysis to help problem-solving teams operate effectively, and it help in taking decisions faster. On which principle Pareto works? 80 by 20, 80 by 20, 80 by 20. On which principle Pareto works? 80 by 20. 20% of cost leads to 80% of problem. 20% of cost leads to 80% of problem. 80% of the problem. Another new topic is that what is continuous improvement? What is continuous improvement? What is continuous improvement? It is ongoing effort to improve product, service, or processes. Continuous is go means without interruption. So it is ongoing effort to improve product. It is ongoing effort to improve product, service, or process. Continuous is go means without interruption. What is continual improvement? What is continual improvement? What is continual improvement? It is repeated. It is repeated and has pause in between repetition. It is repeated. So it is repeated and has pause in between repetition. It is repeated and has pause in between repetition. Continual easy. Start stop start stop start stop start stop start stop start stop means frequent repeated means frequent repeated. So see this one, continuous improvement, continual improvement. So you can easily understand. Then another topic name is what is ppm, how to calculate? What is ppm, how to calculate? The number of defective unit in 1 million units, that is called ppm. The number of defective unit, the number of defective unit in 1 billion units. Formula ppm, number of rejected parts divided total number of production into 10 lakhs. With the number of rejected parts, with the number of rejected parts divided total number of production into 10 lakhs. For example, ppm equal to 1220 parts, 25 lakhs rejected, and into 10 lakhs. Whatever is coming, that 500 is the ppm. And another new topic is how to handle customer complaint. How to handle customer complaint. What are the 7 wastage? What are the VA or value added activity? What are the NVA non value added activity? Meaning of PQSC, PQCSDM, what is variation, types of variation, types of control plans, what are the QC department activities, what are the QC department activities, what are the quality assurance department activities. So everything you can read and understand. So let's start. First question is how to handle customer complaint. How to handle customer complaint. A register is how to handle customer. The register of complaint, customer or problem or product. Who and how the complaint received. So register complaint, a customer or problem or product. Who and how the complaint received. Immediate response to the customer. Immediate response to the customer. If needed, visit to customer side to solve the issue. If needed, visit to customer side to solve the issue. Containment action, root cause analysis, immediate action. And seventh one is corrective action to stop repetitive occurrence. Corrective action to stop the repetitive occurrence. Then eighth one is make kappa or AT or A3 sheet, Kaizen, etc. Submit the customer or portal. So you make kappa or AT or A3 sheet or Kaizen, etc. Submit the customer or portal. All the above information to be recorded. All the above information to be recorded. Then what are seven wastage? So what are the seven wastage? So before time mode, but now this one downtime. Before time mode, but now this one is downtime. D means defects, O means overproduction, W means waiting, N means non-utilized talent, not utilized talent, T means transportation, I means inventory, M means motion, E means extra processing. That is called seven wastages. Then another new topic is that what are value added activity? What are the value added activity? So the activity for which customer is willing to pay, that is called value added activity. The activity for which customer is willing to pay, कस्टमर जो भी हम लोग पे कर मतलब रेडी होता है पे करने के लिए, दैट इज फॉर वैल्यू एडेड एक्टिविटी. एग्जाम्पल वेल्डिंग, ड्रिलिंग, etc. That is called value added activity. Now another one is what are the non value added activity? The activity for which customer is not willing to pay. The activity for which customer is not willing to pay. For example, inspection, checking, that are customer will not willing to pay. That is called non-value added activity. Another new topic is that meaning of the PQ CSDM. PQ. What is meaning of the PQ CSDM? P means productivity or achieve 85% of OE productivity. P means productivity, Q means quality, C means cost, S means safety, T means delivery, 6 means moral. Productivity achieve 85% of OE, quality achieve zero customer complaint, and aim for zero in-house defects. Achieve zero customer complaint and aims for zero in-house defects. Cost, reduce manufacturing cost by 2 to 5%. Cost, reduce manufacturing cost by 2 to 5%. Safety, maintain in zero accident and aims for zero pollution. Maintain in zero accident and aims for zero pollution. Delivery, achieve 100% delivery adherence. Achieve 100% delivery adherence. Moral, improve number of suggestion and Kaizen, employee of the month to 2 to 5 times. That is moral. Then another question is what is variation? What is variation? The difference between any two outputs is called variation. The difference between any two outputs, that is called variation. Types of variation. There are two types of variation. One is common cause variation. One is special cause variation. What is common cause variation? What is special cause variation? So What is the common cause variation and what are the special cause variation? Then types of control plan. Then which type of control plans are there? Prototype. First one is prototype, which is made initially. Prototype. Which types of control plan? First one is prototype. Prototype, which is made, which is made initially. Which is made initially. Second is pre-launch control plan. Pre-launch, which is made for pilot batch, which is made for pilot batch. Production, which is made for regular production, which is made for regular production. What are the QC department activities? What are the QC department activities? What are the QC department activities? Process and product audit, process and product audit, line inspection, PTI and final stage inspection, line inspection, PTI and final stage inspection, layout inspection, dock audit, control chart, SPC, etc. Then another new topic is that what are quality assurance department activities? What are quality assurance department activities? Calibration of instrument and gauges, calibration of instrument and gauges, measurement system analysis or SPC study, statistical process control study. Third one is process qualification, process qualification. Fourth one is process and product validation, process and product validation. Fifth one is on fifth one is the fifth one is on-job training. Fifth one is on-job training. Then sixth one is jig picture and tooling verification. Jig picture and tooling verification. Jig picture and tooling verification. Seventh one is analysis and action. Analysis and action on customer complaint. Analysis and action on customer complaint. Analysis and action on customer complaint. It one is developed all documents as per the ISA or IETF. It developed all documents as per ISA or IETF. IATF core tools, APQP, PPAP, PFMA, PFMEA, MSA, and SPC. Then 10 is a Kappa, Kappa or 80 or A3 seat or Kaiser, etc. Then another question is that another new topic is coming. So that new topic is telling me what are 3M, what are 3M, what is dock audit, what is calibration, objective of calibration, what is AET, what is the customer, what is CTQ, what is CTQ, which tool is used to monitor CTQ, which tool is used to monitor CTQ, what are the problem solving tools, what is the Six Sigma, what are Six Sigma methodology. You didn't. Then what are 3M? 3M is first one is Muda means waste. First one is Muda means waste. Second one is Mura means unevenness, inconsistency, imbalance. Unevenness, inconsistency, imbalance. Third one is Muri, overburden, strain, overburden, strain. What is dock audit? What is dock audit? It is a product audit only. What is dock audit? It is a product audit only. It is a last chance audit to verify. It is a last chance audit to verify customer specific requirement are met. It is a last audit. It is a last audit to verify customer specific requirement are met. It include only key dimension, packing standards, count accuracy, barcode, labeling, and ID number, etc. And another new topic is that what is calibration? What is calibration? So the calibration is a comparison. So the calibration is a comparison between a known measurement, the standard value, and the measurement using instrument. That is calibration. Calibration is a comparison between a known measurement, standard value, and the measurement using your instrument, and the measurement using your instrument. That is called calibration. What is the objective of calibration? It check the accuracy. It check the accuracy of the instrument. What is the calibration? It check the accuracy of the instrument. It check the accuracy of the instrument. It check the accuracy of the instrument. Then another notice. What is 80? What is 80D? 80 stands for the 80 discipline or 80 critical step for solving problem. 80 stands for 8 discipline or 80 critical step for solving problem. 0D means planning to solve the problem. Planning to solve the problem. 1D means establishing the team. Planning to solve the problem. First is establishing the team. Second is description, the zero problem. Description, the zero problem. Then the third one is containment action. Containment action. Fourth is determine the root cause. Determine the root cause. Fifth is corrective action. Corrective action. Sixth is validate corrective action. Validate corrective action. Seventh is prevent the problem. Prevent the problem. And eighth is verify and congratulate the team. Verify and congratulate the team. And another question is that what is customer? What is the customer? A customer is an individual or company that purchases goods or services. Customer are the end user. A customer is an individual. A customer is an individual or company that purchases goods or services. Customer are the end users. Internal customer. What is international customer? An internal customer is a customer who is directly connected to the organization, for example, employee. An internal customer is a customer who is directly connected to the organization, for an employee. External customer, an external customer is someone who uses your company products or services, but it is not a part of your organization. External customer, an external customer is someone who uses your company products or services, but it is not is the part of your organization. That is called external customer. And another question is that what is CTQ? What is CTQ? What is CTQ? CTQ means critical to quality. What is CTQ? What is CTQ? Critical to quality. The parameter of any process or product which impact to next process fitment during manufacturing, assembly or performance of the product is known as CTQ, critical to quality. The parameter of any process or products which impact to next processes fitment during manufacturing, assembly or performance of the product is known as CTQ. Which tools used to monitor CTQ control chart? Which tools used to monitor CTQ control charts? Statical process control SPC, RON chart, process revalidation, process revalidation. Then another new topic is that what are the problem solving tools? What are the problem solving tools? 7QC. What are the problem solving tools? 7QC tool. First one 7QC tool. 8D. 8D SPC means statical process control. 5PS short set sign standardize and sustain. Kaizen in small improvement. Kappa corrective action and preventive action. Red Bean analysis. Red Bean, okay. Six Sigma. Quality circle. PDC. Plan, do, check, act. Plan, do, check, act. What is Six Sigma? 3.4 defects per million opportunity. An opportunity is defined as a chance for non-conformance or not meeting the required specification. It's called section 3.4 defects per million opportunity. An opportunity is defined as a chance for non-conformance or not meeting the required specification. What are Six Sigma methodology? DMAC and DMA by DV. DMAC and DMA DV. DMAC means D means define, M means measure, A means analyze, I means improve, C means control. DMDB means D means define, M means measure, A means analyze, D means define, B means verify. B means verify. When a process need to be improved, that is called DMAC. When a process need to be invented, that is called DMDB. That is called DMDB. Then another new topic is that color difference. With the difference between defects and defective, difference between defect and defective, difference between rework and repair, difference between QC and QA, difference between verification and validation, difference between efficiency and effectiveness. So first one is what is the difference between defects and defective? Defects, what is defects? Any non-conformity, any MC or non-conformity that does not meet customer expectation. Defects. Any non-conformity that does not meet customer expectation. Defective. If product is not usable, it is considered defective. If product is not usable, it is considered as a defective. Defective. Then what is the difference between rework and repair? What is the difference between rework and repair? Rework. First one is rework. Action on a MC product to non-conformity. So action on a non-conformity product to make it conform to the requirements. After a rework, product 100% conform to specification. That is rework. As the action on non-conformity product to make it conform to the requirement. After rework, product 100% will conform to specification. That is called rework. Repair. Action on a non-conformity product to make it acceptable for the intent use. Repair product does not necessary. It conforms to specification or requirement. Action on a NC product to make it acceptable for the intended use. Repair product does not necessarily conform to specification or requirement. Then another topic is that what is the difference between quality control, QC and QA, quality control and quality assurance. Quality control, it focuses to identify and correct defects in the finished product. That is not product oriented, so it is reactive approach. If focuses to identify and correct defects in the finished product, it is product oriented, so it is reactive approach. Then what is quality assurance? It focuses to prevent defects with a focus on the process used to make the product. That is, it is not process oriented, so it is proactive approach. With a focus to prevent defects with a focus on the process used to make the product. That is process oriented, so it is proactive approach. And another question is that what is the difference between verification and validation? What is the difference between verification and validation? Verification, it is to check whether the product conforms to specification or not. It is used to check whether the product conforms specification or not. Then validation. It is to check whether product meets the customer expectation or requirement or not. Validation. It is used to check whether the product meets the customer expectation and requirement. Excitation or requirement. That is called validation. Then another new topic is that what is the difference between efficiency and effectiveness? What is the difference between efficiency and effectiveness? Efficiency, it does not doing, which it does not doing things right. It does not doing things right. It focus on the process. It focus on the process. Efficiency, what is efficiency? It does not, it does not doing things, so it does not doing things right. It does not doing things right. It focus on the process. Effectiveness, it is doing the right things. It is doing the right things. It is focus on the result. It is focus on the result. That is called effectiveness. And another new topic is what is the difference between efficiency and effectiveness? Workshop 1 target 100 number parts, actual 100 numbers, manpower 50 numbers, power 100 units, duration 6 hours. And workshop 2 target 100 number parts, actual 100 numbers, manpower 60 numbers, power 200 units, duration 8 hours. Duration 8 hours. Workshop duration 8 hours. With workshop 1 is more effective than workshop 2. Workshop 1 is more effective than workshop 2. And another new topic is that what is SMAD, single minute exchange of data? What is SMAD? Who is the developer of SMAD? What is the changeover? What is changeover time? What is OE? What is the developer of OE? Formula of OE? What is world class OE? What is PDCA cycle? Which angle used to in India? Which angle used in India and why? Which angle used in India and why? What are the why are the second and fourth angle not used in ED? Why are the second and fourth angle not used in ED? Then one by one I will explain. You see what is SMAD? What is SMAD? SMAD means a single minute exchange of time. It means changing the process tooling in single digit minutes. It means changing the process. It means changing the process tooling in a single digit minutes. That is 9 minutes or less. So who is the father of SMAD? Who is the father of the SMAD? Who is the father of the Who is the father of the SMAD? Who is the developer of the SMAD? Dr. Shinjio Shingo is developer of SMAD. Dr. Shinjio Shingo is developer of SMAD. Is the developer of the SMAD. Then another question is that what is changeover? What is changeover? What is changeover? A changeover is a change from one production run to another. A changeover is a change. A changeover is a change from one production run to another. That is called changeover. A changeover is a change from one production run to another. What is changeover time? The amount of time taken to change between the last good product of the process lot and the first good of the product new lot. The time equals to the amount of time taken to change between the last goods or product of the previous lot and the first good product of the new lot. Then what is OE? Then what is OE? OE means overall. O means overall. E means equipment. E means effectiveness. It is a measure of overall effectiveness of the equipment. It is the measure of the overall effectiveness of the equipment. Who is the developer of OE? Shichi Nagajima and Shichi developed on the Shichi Nagajima is not in history developed on the OE. Developed on the OE. Then what is world class OE greater than equal to 85%? That is called world class OE. What is the formula of OE? A into P into Q. Availability, performance and quality. 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 Then another new topic is that it is what is the formula for weak availability, performance availability into performance into quality APQ. And another question: what is PDCA cycle? Plan to check that. It is called PDCA or PDSA cycle. It is called PDCA or PDSA cycle. Deming cycle, Deming cycle, and W. Stewart cycle. It is called PDCA cycle or PDSA cycle or Deming cycle, W. Stewart cycle. Means first one is plan, planning for activity. Second one is do, education. Third one is check, verification. And fourth one is act, standardize, standardize. And another topic is which angle used in India and why? Which angle used in India and why? The fast angle projection method used in India. The fast angle projection method used in India. The Indian Standard Institute (ISI) recommended the use of fast angle projection method. Now in all the institutes, the Indian Standard of Institution recommend the use of fast angle projection method. Now in all the institutions. Why are the second and fourth angle not used in engineering drawing? Why are the second and fourth angle not used in engineering drawing? As per rule of production, when a horizontal plane is rotated, as per rule of the projection, when a horizontal plane is rotated 90 degrees in clockwise direction, top and front view will overlap. So therefore, in second angle projection system, it is not used to draw engineering drawing. And similarly, when the object is placed in fourth quadrant, the top and front view will develop. As per the rule of the production, when the horizontal plane both top and front view will overlap. Why, why are the second and fourth angle not used in engineering drawing? As per the rule of projection, when a horizontal plane is rotated 90 degrees in clockwise direction, top and front view will overlap. Therefore, second angle projection system is not used to draw an engineering drawing. Simply, when the object is placed in fourth quadrant, both top and front view will overlap. Another question is that product and layout inspection, PAMB activity, document and records, and common and special cause variation, CP and CPK, defect and defective, rework and repair, QC and QA, verification and validation, efficiency and effectiveness. Next one is what is the difference between product and layout inspection, product and layout inspection, product inspection. In the project inspection, product inspection. In the project inspection, only the critical dimensions are measured. Product inspection. In the project inspection, in the product inspection, in the product inspection, only the critical dimensions are measured. Layout inspection. In the layout inspection, all the dimensions are mentioned in drawing are measured. In the layout dimension, all the dimensions mentioned in drawing are measured. And another question is that what is the difference between VA and NVA? What is the difference between value added, non-value added? VA means value added activity. The activity for which customer is willing to pay. For example, welding and drilling. NVA non-value added activity. The activity for which customer is not willing to pay. For example, inspection and checking. What is the difference between document and records? Document, it tells what to do, it is reversible. It tells what to do, it is reversible. Record, it tells what it tells what has been done. It tells what has been done. It is not reversible. Example, control plans, drawing, etc. Inspection report, calibration report, etc. Records. What is the difference between common and special cause variation? What is the difference between common and special cause variation? Common cause variation. Common cause variation is random, usual and predictable and describe the variation inherent in process. Hence, cannot be reduced without a process check. For example, poor designs, measurement error, etc. Common cause variation is random. Common cause variation is random, usually and predictable, and describe the variation inherent in process, hence cannot be reduced without a process. For example, poor design, measurement error, etc. Special cause variation. Special cause variation is unusual, unexpected event, unplanned situation, not previously observed, which can be eliminated. Operator absent, computer crashes, etc. What is the difference between CP and CPK? CP means process capability. CPK means process capability index. CP means process capability, process capability. To see total variation in process, to see total variation in process, it shows the smartness of core, it shows the smartness of core. To see and CPK is process capability index. Process capability index to see the variation from mean position, to see the variation from the mean position. It shows the centering or positioning of the process. What is the difference between defect and defective? Defects means any non-conformity that does not meet customer's expectation. Defective means if product is not usable, it is observed as a defective. What is the difference between rework and repair? Rework means action on a non-conformity product to make it conform to the requirement. After rework, product 100% conform to specification. That is rework. Repair. Action on a non-conformity product to make it acceptable for the intended use. Repair product does not necessarily conform to specification or repair. What is the difference between quality control and quality assurance? Quality control is focused to identify and correct defects in the finished product. It is product oriented, so it is reactive approach. Quality assurance is focused to prevent defective with a focus on the process used to make the product that it is process oriented, so it is proactive approach. And another question is what is the difference between verification and validation? Which verification it is to check whether the product conform to specification or not. It is used to check whether the product conform to specification. Verification. Validation it is used to check whether the product meet the customer expectation and the requirement or not. What is the difference between efficiency and effectiveness? Efficiency, it does not doing things right. It does not doing things right. It focus on the process. Effectiveness, it is doing the right things. It focus on the result. Then another question is the last question. What is the difference between efficiency and effectiveness? Efficiency it works over target 100 number of actual order numbers and targeted accept to target order numbers and power and workshop 1 is more effective than workshop 2. Another partly related questions are quality engineer essential skill and knowledge certification are required. So what is this one? So every quality engineer he should aware with the raw materials. Every quality engineer he should aware with the raw materials, incoming inspection or receiving inspection, raw materials and product out materials, raw materials, pipe, plate, elbow, reducer, flanges, etc. He should hire with the brought out materials. He should hire with the brought out materials, pump, pressure relief valve, ball valve. Then raw materials and brought out materials checklists. Raw material and brought out material checklist. Separate checklist for each material. Example plate, visual defects, fitting corrosion, cracks, dent, etc. Traceability, heat number, plate number, make, etc. Dimension, length, width, thickness. Then raw materials and brought out material checks it for just for reference. Then in process inspection checklist parameters layout marking, cell rolling, descend, forming L seam and C seam, fit up, LPT or other entity, visual inspection, pressure testing, blasting and painting. He should know about the final product checklist. Instrument, product materials, paint damage, instrument, product materials, paint damage, instrument tag number, should have familiar with ITP. ITP inspection test planning, inspection test planning, QAP, quality assurance plan, part 2 quality engineer. Should have good vibration knowledge. SME section with reply. Should have good vibration knowledge. Should have good vibration knowledge. Then should have sound knowledge in GD&T. Should have sound knowledge in GD&T. Geometry, dimension, and tolerance help in reading, drawing, other fabrication and machining. It contains various symbols. Straightness, flatness, circularity line, form tolerance, profile orientation, location, tolerance, form tolerance, which type of distribution are there in form tolerance, straightness, flatness, circularity, profile tolerance, linear profile, surface profile, orientation tolerance, angularity, perpendicularity, parallelism, location tolerance, position, concentricity, symmetricity, runout, circular runout, total runout. Familiar with all welding process and welding consumables. Welding is very important in fabrication industry. You should know the various type of welding and where they can use eight types: SMAW, TAW, SAW, FCAW, etc. You should also know the types and use the various welding rods. You should know the WPS and PQR and WPQ. Quality engineer should know the welder quality engineer should know the welder qualification process and its documentation. Good visual practice for welding defects. Good visual practice for welding defects. Quality engineer. Visual awareness is very important. Visual awareness is very important. All visual welding defects should identify and mark during inspection. Should have maintained all quality standard on shop floor. He should implement quality tools in each company, IPS and Kaizen, and continuous improvement. Kaizen. Then he should be minimum ASMT level 2 in RT, PT, MT, E2 and VT. Currently, most of the customer demanding ASMT level 2 personal qualification for entity from their vendor. Entity method used in our company increase demand in market. Then should have good practice for marking quality display. Quality display is a document file of product or project made with the help of ITP. Familiar with Microsoft Office, Word and Excel. Should have knowledge of testing and calibration. Should have knowledge of testing and calibration of instrument and equipment. So calibration is the one of the important work in the quality department. Gauge and instrument calibration due to calibration certificate. Familiar with the third party inspection and quality engineer also familiar with the third party inspection. What is third party inspection? Which agency comes under third party inspection methodology? Good knowledge of heat treatment. Heat treatment is a vast term. Good knowledge of heat treatment, annealing, stress leveling, normalizing, tempering, etc. are comes under heat treatment. Should know the use of QC tool. Should know the use of the QC tool. QC tool improves the quality of the products. QC tool improves the quality of the product. We should very handy with the 7 QC tool to solve the quality related problem. To solve the quality related problem. Should have familiar with the ISO standard. Should have familiar with the ISO standard. Every person in quality department should know about ISO and its documentation. I have studied external and internal. Then another thing is that quality engineer also knowledge of the Excel, MS Word, PowerPoint, and email writing. What is the switch? Then second question is what is the switch? What is the list count? Knowledge of measuring instrument, list count, and where and how to use MI. And knowledge of and third question is knowledge of the customer drawing standard. Knowledge of the customer drawing standard. How to read in MTC and match the MTC specification with raw material standards. Fourth question is knowledge of GD&T symbol and concept so that able to read engineering drawings. Fifth question is how to read drawings. Fifth question is how to read drawings. Sixth question is knowledge of PPM and how to reduce PPM. Knowledge of PPM, how to reduce PPM. Seventh question, knowledge of 7 QC tool. Knowledge of 7 equals to 7 QC tool. Eighth question is knowledge of problem solving tools. Knowledge of problem solving tools. Ninth is customer complaint handling. Customer complaint handling. Tenth is knowledge of IATF type 4 tools. 11th is how to prepare a PPAP documentation. How to prepare PPAP documentation. And 12th is the knowledge of the calibration and its procedure. Knowledge of the calibration and the procedure. What is COPQ and how to calculate COPQ? Okay. Then system change management. System change management. Then knowledge of the audit and the types of auditing. Process system audit. And 16 is the knowledge of the QMS, EMS, OHSS, the IETF, etc. 17 is knowledge of the SOP, OPL, quality alerts, preparation, etc. Knowledge of the welding types, repairs, remedies, etc. 19 is the knowledge of the WPS and PQR and WPQ, etc. 20 is the knowledge of the painting defects and remedies, etc. 20 knowledge of the KPI, MIS and MRM, etc. 22 is the knowledge of the skill matrix and how to make skill matrix. 20 the knowledge of the red bin analysis RBA. Demanding the cycle and defining the cycle or PTC or STC cycle. How to become a successful, how to become a successful quality engineer. Knowledge of excellent, excellent. Knowledge of the customer relation and how to design the environmental standard. And how to become successful quality. Knowledge of the GT and symbol concepts so that able to read the engineering drawing. Which one is how to read the drawings. And knowledge of the seven keeps it to knowledge of the seven keeps it to fixed character positive process flowchart control chart instruments stratification. Then knowledge of the problem solving tools, knowledge of the problem solving tools, 8D, Kappa, APCD, etc. Customer complaint handling. Knowledge of the PPM, so knowledge of the PPM, how to reduce PPM, 5 years, knowledge of PPM, and 5 years guide and co-pipe or the through process improvement, PPM, number of reject parts, the total number of production into 10 lakhs. Knowledge of the IETA 5.4 tools. Knowledge of the IETA 5.4 tools. PQP, PQP, FMEA, PPAP, PPAP, SPC, MSA, and how to prepare documentation. Which is knowledge of the calibration and its procedure. What is COPQ and how to calculate COPQ. 6M change management. The knowledge of audit and types of auditing, product, process, and system audit. Knowledge of QMS, EMS, OSS, ATF, etc. Knowledge of SOP, OPL, quality alert, preparation. Knowledge of welding types, repairs, and remedies. Knowledge of WPS, PQR, WP. Knowledge of painting repairs, remedies. Knowledge of KPI and MIS, MRM. Knowledge of skill matrix and how make skill matrix. Knowledge of admin analysis, determining cycle of ADCA cycle. Then quality inspection stages. There are different types of quality inspection stages are there. So once you check this is quality inspection, which type of stages are there. So, see this picture. Quality inspection stages: incoming materials, storage and issue product, incoming material, storage and issue to production, setting of parts on machine or operation, technology mass production or on machine, completion of all production operation, FG displays. Inspection studies. The petroleum inspection, least fatal fuel inspection, setting as a customer inspection, setting the customer of one inspection, including inspection, level inspection, inspection plan, frequency, state office, most of the inspection is defined as a process used for controlling or checking the quality of the product quality as per quality standard. Why do we why do we why the inspection is required the very components defective part not reached to the customer. Rejected part will be caught in the VP and cost of the further action will be saved. It will decrease all over the PPM. To find out defective in raw materials. It will decrease the